Good morning and Merry Christmas from our family to yours. Thanks for joining us this morning for Christmas in Your Pjs. Jen and I would like to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a wonderful holiday season. What you have opened is what we call Church in a Box, so you and your family can celebrate Jesus together and spend some great quality time together. Inside the box, you see that we have provided a great activity to do with your kids, a special serve opportunity that you can use with your family all day today and even in the coming week, and even some worship music to listen to this morning. We also have an ornament in there just for you and your family, and what we would love for you to do is take the ornament and get your family together and take a picture with it, and then go on your social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram and post a picture with the hashtag Christmas in Your Pjs. Remember that, hashtag Christmas in Your Pjs. And we would love to see all the creative ways you did church today on Christmas morning. You know, many songs we sing at Christmas are reminders that Christmas time is supposed to be happy. So how about a song like this? It's the most wonderful time of the year. Or Holly Jolly Christmas. Or how about this one of my favorites? Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. I love those. Jingle bells and walking in a winter wonderland all communicate that Christmas time is to be a joyous, trouble-free season. But let me ask you honestly, is that what you're experiencing this season? For some of you, probably not. For some of you, personal problems are keeping you from experiencing the joy of the season. For others, you feel like one crisis after another has run you over. And for some of you are so busy at working so hard that there's no time for sitting around a fire roasting chestnuts. Or maybe there's not anything really wrong at all, but for some reason, you're just not enjoying Christmas this year. It is not providing that emotional lift that you expected. In fact, it's almost depressing. So what can you do this Christmas to avoid disillusionment? How can you improve your level of joy this Christmas? The answer is found in the story, one of my favorite stories about the wise men in Matthew chapter 2. See, these wise men from the east, they saw a star that indicated the birth of a new king in Israel.
There are 3 lessons we learn from this story. What do you seek? Your level of joy at Christmas is directly related to what it is you seek. Ask yourself this question. What is it that would make your Christmas wonderful and satisfying? Snow? All the family together and happy? Finding the right present to give? Getting the present you have always been hoping for? The problem with all these is that they can leave us disappointed. Have you ever had that kind of experience where you were disappointed by Christmas because it did not deliver what you thought it would? The problem is not Christmas, it's our expectations. We are looking for the wrong thing. These 3 wise men show us how to increase our level of joy at Christmas by looking for the right thing. What was it they were looking for? Verse 2 tells us, they came to Jerusalem and said, "Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east and have come to worship him." They were looking for Jesus. Christmas for them was an opportunity to worship Jesus. That is what we need to be looking for and expecting this Christmas, an experience of worship and a fresh glimpse of Jesus. If our goal this Christmas is to worship Jesus, then I doubt very seriously we will be dissatisfied with our experience.
The second lesson is this: where do you look? Your level of joy at Christmas is not only related to what you are seeking, but also directly related to where you are looking. We learned from the 3 wise men that there are wrong and right places to look for Christmas. See, they started by looking in the wrong place. They looked where their own human reasoning said they should look. The star indicated the birth of a new king in Israel. The 3 wise men went where kings should be born, to the palace of Herod the Great in the capital city of Jerusalem. But what a mistake that was. When Herod heard of the birth of a new king, he was jealous and sought to destroy him. And we too, just like these wise men, are tempted to look for joy at Christmas in the wrong places. We think by getting or giving the right gift, we will be satisfied. We imagine that being with family will be joyful. And all these things can easily disappoint us. You may not be able to afford the right gift for a loved one. Family members may be missing from your holiday celebration. If you are looking to these things for joy, you may be left with a feeling of disappointment. The 3 wise men looked in the right place when they looked to God. The trip to Jerusalem was not a total loss. While there, they discovered where they should have looked in the first place, the Bible. What they found, as it says, the scribes in Jerusalem said that according to the prophet Micah, the Messiah was to be born in Bethlehem. With this new information, they looked again at the star and followed it to Bethlehem until it stood over the house where the child Jesus lived.
The last lesson is this: what do you give? Your level of joy at Christmas is directly related to what you give. The 3 wise men came to Jesus' house bearing gifts. The gifts they gave were entirely appropriate. They gave gold, gift for a king. By giving it, they acknowledged that Jesus was and is the king. They gave frankincense, a gift for a priest. By giving it, they acknowledged that Jesus was a priest, the one who would bring us to God. They gave myrrh, a gift for the dead. This was an ointment used to anoint a body before burial. By giving it, they acknowledged that Jesus had come to die for the sins of the world. We ought to give appropriate gifts this Christmas as well. Don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about material gifts. I'm talking about more important things. We ought to give the gift of our love and kindness to our friends and family. We ought to give the gift of our help to those who are hurting. We ought to give the gift of forgiveness to those who have hurt us. Giving these kinds of gifts will result in a joyous and meaningful Christmas.
So I ask you, what are you giving for Christmas this year? Why not consider giving yourself? Give your time to your family, just like you're doing right now. Give your compassion to the hurting and give your forgiveness to the isolated. And most importantly, give your heart to Jesus. I promise you, when you look for the right thing, Jesus, and you look in the right places, and you give the right gift, you will have joy this Christmas. We want you to have a great Christmas. We love you all, and let's all celebrate Jesus today.
In the spirit of giving, if you would like to give back to His Place HB, there are 2 easy ways you can do that. You can send by text. You can do this in 4 easy steps to set it up for the first time, and then send your dollar amount once you're done. You can also give online by going to hisplace.com/hb/giving and filling out the secure checkout method to give back online.